I'm Stephen Huckle.
And what do you currently do?
I run a games development studio called Shark Infested Custard.
How did you get in? Well, how did you make that company? Well, I should really ask, why did you make that company?
Why? Because I've been making video games for about 25 years and wanted to do something more for myself rather than work for other people.
So how did you get into the gaming industry then?
By accident. My parents got me a ZX80, which I built, and then progressed to ZX Spectrum 48K rubber keyboard thing, and wrote a few games on that, or well, tried to anyway. And then the Amiga came out and started doing 16-bit games back in the kind of late 80s, and I've been doing that ever since.
So you were making games for on a 16-bit console.
Yeah.
Did they get into distribution, or?
Some of them, yeah, the early ones did. We did kind of public domain where people used to send discs around and copy them and stuff like that. And then I went to work for a company called Sensible Software, and that was reasonably well known, so we made Sensible Soccer and Cannon Fodder and stuff like that. So yeah, it was much more mainstream then.
Alright, that's pretty interesting actually. Do you have a favourite game?
I've got lots of favourite games. I think the original Diablo is probably one of my all-time favourite games, but that's probably up there with Quake as well, the original Quake.
So, now you've got this company, could you describe your typical working day?
Yeah, my working days are odd and varied and different each time, to be honest. But my usual working day is mornings, usually just check emails, catch up with people. If I need to go to any meetings, and I go out to any meetings that I need to go to. Sometimes, because of the location, it's often run down to London or across to Birmingham. And then most of the days just sat in either Photoshop or Max or doing on Excel and Word, just doing whatever needs doing really. It moves around quite a bit because I kind of have lots of different projects on.
So when you were working on your 16-bit and things like that, what was your working day like then?
That's a difficult one. Well, Sensible, I probably shouldn't say this, but I will anyway. It was usually roll up at work about 11 o'clock, go down the pub about 12, get back to the office when we got thrown out of the pub, play games till about 3 in the morning and then do some work. Well, actually, that's not strictly true, but there was a lot of that went on, but we did do a lot of, it was a normal working day, turn up at 10 o'clock, socialise a little bit, game of pool, sit and work with your mates and produce games, graphics, art, whatever you're doing. And then, usual lunch break, which was either go to the gym or, play five-a-side. We used to get every Wednesday afternoon to play five-a-side, which was quite cool. But yeah, I guess you want to say normal working day, but it was
Sounds amazing. So, I'm guessing you've done many of parts of game design itself. What is your favourite aspect of game design?
The best part again for me is it was going back when it was small teams and you kind of work together to do everything, rather than it being led by one person in particular for any one particular aspect. But I don't think there's any one bit of it that I think is better than any other. Just making games is just really good fun.
Well, can't disagree with that. So, what is your key piece of advice that you would give to a young person like myself who wants to get into the gaming industry?
Do your homework and be prepared to work really hard. The hours can be brutal on some companies, but it's an incredibly creative and fun industry. If you can sit in it and feel good doing it, you'll do really, really well. If it's not your thing, you'll soon find out.
So, with our game jam going on here, what was your opinion of it, and is there anything we could do to improve it?
I think it's been really good. I think a bit more time to kind of advertise it and push it more would have helped. Nobody else seems to think the numbers are quite good, so I think it's gone really, really well. It'll be interesting to see what it's like tomorrow when we've got hopefully as many people. Tournaments could do with a few more people playing it. I don't think people are overly aware, but no, I think it's gone down really, really well. I think next time, more advertising up front and maybe making people more aware of what's going on, because I think people just turn up not really knowing what to expect.